You begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, guys. Guys, very good morning. Hey, Mark, good morning. Tuesday, January 7. Small sellers in crude. I expect crude to back off. Hey, Chad, Todd, good morning. Sellers in gold. There was just a nice press down in gold. Marco, good morning. David, I expect gold to come down lower as well. We don't really get a buy zone in gold until, on a swing type trade. Modar, good morning. Probably somewhere near 1550. But we do have sellers overnight. 1,400 buyers right now in the NASDAQ. We do have buyers in the ES. Dean, good morning. Yuri, guys, good morning. Fellas, several of you have pointed out, and I have acknowledged on several occasions, that in the sheet that I've posted of my current charts, it's backwards. Fast and slow moving averages. I will adjust it as soon as I have time. I'll try to get to it today, but common sense. Just looking around right now. Support maybe 42 on the ES for a bounce. NASDAQ just pulled into support and bounced. Breakout level on the NASDAQ is above 95. Should it get there? We're going to trade back to 86. We could come down to 67. I did put a couple of trades in the member Skype yesterday. Targets were hit. ES can trade 48, maybe up to 51. I don't think we have news today. ISM at 10. We do have some 10 o'clock news. Nothing of any overwhelming interest. Small sellers in the Russell. Getting a bounce back up here in gold, but I don't think we're going far in gold. In any event, guys, we had a good day yesterday. I expect that we will continue to have a good day. Just looking around, I don't see. We have a possible long going to try on silver for those of you guys that trade it. It's really all I see, fellas. In any event, all right, we're here. Let me, if you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Let me quickly read the disclaimer. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. That's your disclaimer. Good morning, Liz. Hey, Steve. Good morning, Darcy. Good morning. So here's gold again, back into this mess in here. You can see the wicks. Here it is on the Unirenko, which is also, it hit, now maybe missed by one. No, it actually hit first target and didn't fill it on the Unirenko. We're going to break down. There's the breakdown. Sellers back in. Small sellers, guys. Small sellers. It's coming down to 57. It's coming out. NASDAQ should work down to 52. There's first target on the Unirenko. And within one tick here on the 500 tick. This is where I say, okay, I stand to get back more than I get, right? There you go. Gold is trying to turn up on my 987 tick, which is a high probability trade. It's not taking a trade in a few days. $14 million to sell in the open at the moment. Nothing. See if we get a 9 o'clock adrenaline pump. That'll be it for pre-market for me. I prefer a little bit more movement. I'll leave you with this. Hey, Jim, good morning. I'll leave you with this. If gold breaks below 68.8, so a 68.7 while I'm gone, if you guys want a 68.7. Kevin. It'll come down. It's interesting. We have a pretty strong bid in the dollar right now, really strong. The euro's taken kind of a beating, and gold is still rising in spite of that. Bond yields are basically holding steady. I'll hold this till 9 o'clock. See if we can't get top of the hour pump. Got a minute and 3 seconds, guys. I'll turn my crude bots on, and then I'm going to go to breakfast. 30 seconds, top of the hour. $17 million to sell in the open, guys. Nothing. Top of the hour. Top of the hour hit. Typical. So far, guys, the bot has taken 3 trades. My crude is on, my RB is on. Bot's taken 3 trades, 1 each in gold, Unorenco and 500 tick, both winners, and now 1 winner here in natural gas. All right, guys, I'll be back in a bit. I'm just going to go eat my breakfast, and I will be right back. Anybody have any questions before I leave? Okay, I'll be back, guys. So this is the second long for gold, but it's got to break out through that wedge. If you're in this trade, manage it. There you go, guys. 4 contract trade. My live account up 640. You guys good, fellas? All right, Brad. All right, Ash. All right, fellas. Guys, that's why I'm telling you, you're welcome, Jim. Good job. So I'm telling you it's long, guys. And for the record, NASDAQ does not want to come to that 28, but it will. 2775 ES. Yeah, this had 1 trade yesterday. It's trying to break that 3250. There's not a ton of sellers in here. It's actually buyers. They're trying to hold this bottom. I don't think they can, but this had the 1 trade yesterday for, I don't know, $500 or $600, I forget. Here comes the NASDAQ again, guys. I still think we have to see 28, and then we decide where we're going from there. No buyers. We get below that 32 quarter, 32, it's squished. It's 2 or 3 ticks away from blasting down. No, I know. I've only got so many, Dana. I know. Come on, blow them out now. Come on, 28.50. 28. Let's go. Crude is shorting. That's interesting. I would think crude goes long. Guys, I'm standing aside because we've made money. And the volatility is pretty intense here. And what I don't want to do is get you guys jammed up in a mess. So let them trade crazy. Do I have anybody that's not made money yet today? I don't care if you made $100. If you're green, do I have anybody that's not made money today? VIX futures are up about 1 7/10, fellas, at 15.12. VIX cash is up 4% at 14.44. All right, David, good. Okay, Mark. All right, Kyle. So no trades. Okay. Listen, guys, not losing money is second best to making money. I'll give you guys verbally what I'm seeing. Thank you, Modar. I don't know about that, but thank you. Target Bill. I'll leave this trade on, guys. I just don't think we can. Bounces, but let me see where the NASDAQ. Guys, believe it or not, the NASDAQ can trade back up to 64. I don't know why crude is not blasting off. Crude will give you a long, fellas, if you wanted at 80. 62.80. Gold, I would be leery of shorts. All right, ES looks like it wants to break now. Order Bill. Saying that he's promising a step change in infrastructure investment in the UK. NASDAQ gives you a short at 39.25 on a move back lower, 39.25 at the moment. Surely they're buying them back. They're buying them back. It looks like we're going to trade up to initially 54, 55, and then 65. There's 53. Still think we get 55. We're going to go positive delta again here, fellas. We're down to 44, 17, 9, green delta again. Now small red. And I only care about at the end of the day with the bot. So for my trials and newer members, many of you guys, newer members, Many of you guys make the common mistake. I'm only going to trade blank. I only trade the NASDAQ. I only trade the ES. I only trade fill in the blank, right? The problem with that mindset is not everything trades well every single day. So if you only trade the NASDAQ, you're going to have days where the NASDAQ will, chop you up. That's just reality. And then the second biggest mistake traders will make is they'll trade the same asset class. So I'll trade the NASDAQ, I'll trade the YM, I'll trade the Russell. They're $5 instruments. I like them. I got a small account. I'm good with that, etc. Well, they generally all trade the same. If you look at the charts, they're pretty similar. Now, they may rotate out of the NASDAQ and then buy the Russell or vice versa. But, in the YM kind of tied to the ES, right? Every 10 ticks on the YM is roughly one ES handle. So the way to best trade the bot is to trade across multiple assets: gold, crude, NASDAQ, natural gas, whatever the case may be, RB. So let me show you why. Okay. So I'm gonna show you why. Here is gold on the two. That's off, up 140. And up 560. So they're off, right? So I have gold up cumulative 560, $700, right? Cumulative on gold. These are the two charts. They're rarely in the same trade. But gold is up $700. Now, yesterday, gold was down, if you guys remember, right? Here's the Russell. The Russell's up 235, right? YM, guys, should have taken some trades, but I've had the bot off because I had it attached to my account. Up 640, but here's another trade I'm not in, and this trade was at 1046. So the YM or the YM didn't have any trades, but the NASDAQ on the bot, 640. Okay. Here's the NASDAQ. It was up 640. Okay. Here's natural gas, 440. And I'm turning them off as I'm showing you guys. Here is RB, up 243.60. Okay. And I'm going to show you why I'm showing you this stuff. 1 second. So here's what we got. Cumulative totals: 700, 235, 640, 440, plus 243.60. So cumulative, 3. Dana, 3. Cumulative, it's up 2,258 and 60 cents, right? Except for crude. Crude was down 1,200. Crude chopped around. So it ends up $1,058.60. Okay, crude chopped me around. Now I'm going to let that run for a while and see if we can't get some of that back. But the reason I point this out, guys, is the bot NASDAQ was up 640. Would have been up a lot more. Well, I'm not counting any of my trades. Gasoline bill. I'm not counting my trades. $1,040 on my 4 trade calls. So the reason I point that out is, fellas, it behooves you to trade different instruments. All right, so gold or crude just took a trade. We'll see if it gets a target, and that could change the total. Crude is just chopped around. Strong negative delta. In any event, if you guys don't trade 3 contracts, right? So some of you guys are trading smallish accounts. Let me say this about smallish accounts. 1, if you trade conservatively, I doubled a small account in less than 30 days just to prove it could be done. I doubled a small account. Okay, trading the bot. And then some. But I know when to shut them off. It's like anything else. Just because we generally run these to 1130 doesn't mean, there's our 86 target, doesn't mean you should. My daily goal is $500 to $700 a day. I'm up 640. I'm done trading my account. That's it. You know, anything less than about 7,000 is a small account. But then you trade ones, right? Trade ones across 3 or 4 instruments. You don't have to trade 2s or 3s or 5s. But let me tell you, I can tell you exactly what I've done in my account. Minus. I've almost tripled an account, but I know when to shut them off. Some guys, many traders, love action. The problem with trading is it tends to bring in a similar mentality to gambling. Okay? So I got back a couple $100 here. And it just hit target. So the problem with trading is it tends to bring in a gambler type mentality. I love action. Got to be in a trade. Love to be doing something. Guys, this is a business. It is a business. And like any business, you need to be profitable. If you cannot pay the electric bill, you're not profitable. And your mom and pop grocery store shuts down. That's the bottom line. So you have to be profitable. Knowing when to quit is as important as knowing when to trade. We've all done it, overtraded. I've done it. I've had days where I was up $1,800, $2,000 and finished up $500 trying to make more money. Tomorrow's another day, guys. But with the bot, like anything else, we can have terrific settings, which I think we do across many of the instruments. It isn't the settings, because not everything works every day. Some days the markets just trade sideways. I mean, this morning we got a headline. Who would have thought that crude wouldn't rocket $3 higher on a potential conflict? It didn't. But the point I'm trying to make is the bots, if I include that last crude trade, which I will, right? So with crude, I just got back $270. So 930. So it's the bots were a combined total $1,360.60. What's wrong with that? Again, one vehicle. It is rare that crude is down $900 in a day. But gold was down yesterday. Everything else was way up. The bot works, fellas. The bot is a great tool. But you do need to spread your trades around. Do not get locked into it would be no different if you were learning order flow and you were trading order flow and you said, I'm only going to trade the NASDAQ because I like it. It's $5. It's not about the price of the trade, fellas, or the price of the contract, right? If it's the right trade, it's the right trade. Guys, I'm going to end the day here. If anybody needs me, feel free to call me, email me, or Skype me. For my members, I will be with the bot. You can trade much. And that's the downside, right? I am saying don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I absolutely am. You're welcome, Jeff. Guys, everybody had a good day, right? We all made money, correct? I don't have anybody down. I mean, I took 4 trades today, order flow trades for $1,040. For my members, I'll be on Skype later today. I'm going to go to lunch with my wife.